Alright, checking out Near. So, Near has been absolutely slaughtered today. You can see Near is down 27%. I've been talking about this in all of my altcoin videos. Bitcoin's only down 4% today. Meaning Near is down, almost, what is that, 23% against Bitcoin in a day. Now, I've been talking about this in my Discord, all of my altcoin videos. I posted this on my Twitter. But I've been saying, I love being bullish when it's moon boy time, but looking at things objectively, the dollar is bullish, the stock market is bearish. And we said this, we said altcoin holders are going to get slaughtered. And it's been only 24 hours since then, and not even 24 hours, and we're down, 26, 27%. Now, what is so nasty about this drop that we've been seeing in the past couple of days? Because a percentage number is one thing, but breaking market structure is a completely different thing. And as you can see, we've been uptrending since the 24th of February. We've been bouncing around, making higher lows, and a couple of days ago we invalidated it, and we also took out your 786. This was, your number one warning sign where we were flipping bearish. And we've also formed a big, I can see a few of these actually. I can see a ton of them from here. Let me start from here. You can see red, green, red formation, absolute landslide. Red, green, red formation, absolute landslide. Red, green, red formation, absolute landslide. So, I mean, if we're going with the pattern of this, I could expect us to kind of lollygag below this trend line until tomorrow, because, you zoom out, this is a huge, huge trend line. You can draw it a few different ways. I think even technically you could probably draw something like this, and in which case you would have invalidated that long ago. We'll actually keep that there, because that does... See, what have I gone over to? I've gone over to sell frame. I don't even know what that is. If I draw this, let me make it 3x. You can see this is another perfect trend line that you could draw on this, and then also you could draw a rectangle box. This is as far as I would go, and I'd only encompass the closes. And in my opinion, a close below this green box is bang. Near is going to be... It's going to be gone if we do close a daily below 650. And you can see this was bought up pretty strongly. I want to see if there's like a 786 or something that we held from down there, because yeah, it was the 786. Like I said, I say this in all of my videos. If you're a veteran to my channel, I can pretty much eyeball which Fibonacci we've come down to, because I've drawn so many fibs in my life. But nonetheless, we found strong support at the 786, and I think if I even move this down to make it from the candle body close, that would be literally perfect. How well was the 618 respected? 618 was not respected at all, but the 0.5 was very, very well respected, and I think because we respected it for a decent amount of time, and as we capitulated below both of these trend lines, and this trend line is very, very macro and is literally a centimeter or so above the 618 fib, I feel like that is why we decimated the 618. But at this moment in time, you do not have a plethora of support below us for Near, and I do think Near is a great project. I think it's a sleeping giant, but if we are about to enter a bear market, it does not matter about the fundamentals. It does not matter if you've got the best fundamental crypto in the entire game, which, obviously I would be talking about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has the best fundamentals, at least in my opinion. I feel like altcoins are always going to be second to Bitcoin. It doesn't matter about the speed of the transaction. If you don't have a fully decentralized, global payments network, then it's nothing compared to Bitcoin, at least in my opinion. So looking at Near 786, this absolutely needs to hold. If we capitulate below this green box, then it's pretty much going to be done, like I said. And the fact that we've got tons of bearish volume coming into this is not a good sign, and I'll try and find an example of what I mean by this. Okay, yeah, I found a perfect example of what I mean by this. So as you can see, at this moment in time, we're capitulating, we're dropping very hard. And what do you notice about the volume? The volume is exponentially increasing, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, it means that, in my opinion, and at least according to the charts, the bottom is not in. If we were dropping and the data was like this, you know, the selling volume was starting to subside, you could definitely see a reversal coming at some point soon. But the fact is, the selling volume is getting more and more exponential. And where has this historically played out? Well, you can see something like this has happened before. Well, you drop into this, and what happens as you're consolidating? Well, the bearish volume begins to increase, and you know, it's pretty flat. Like it's very flat at the top, but what I mean is this was the selling volume before. It was dinky and very tiny compared to what we saw. The fact is, we broke down into this capitulation zone and the volume increased. What did that mean? That meant that this wasn't the bottom and we had a dead cat bounce and we capitulated lower. What happened once we capitulated to this zone? Well, we had one bearish candle followed up by absolutely nothing. As you can see, the volume tapered down, but then the volume actually tapered up, but this was bullish volume. So this is the complete opposite of what we're seeing right now. You know, when you are dumping into a phase like this, you either want to see the bearish volume start to taper down and lose momentum, or you want to see the bulls start to step in and you want to see big buying candles just stacking up next to each other, and we're not seeing that. We're seeing the complete opposite. Like I said, we're dropping and the price is getting, or the volume rather, is getting exponentially more bearish. I mean, the 4 hourly, this is very bearish. The squeeze momentum as well, looking at our momentum indicators, we're taking the tip of what we did previously. Tons of bearish volume coming in. On the daily time frame, I think we've already talked about the 786. This absolutely needs to hold. The thing about the 786, this green box as well, I would really want to see this green box hold, because in my opinion, if we did start to move below this green box, I think taking out this 786 would be nothing. Because, you know, the 786, while it's a great Fibonacci level, you know, all of our data is traded around here. There's really not a plethora of data traded within these ranges, and below that, I mean, you would actually be taking out the all-time high. We've already taken out the previous all-time high, rather, from March of 2021. So if we do break below 786, which is $5.56, I don't think, let's see if first we've got, oh no, we've already got this from low to high. Your 1.618 would be in the minuses, so we can actually remove this Fibonacci as the low has been invalidated. So the price target of that would literally be in the minuses, below the zero. So we would not be able to use that, obviously. And then there's really no other micro fibs. I can draw at this moment in time. I could probably draw something like this, but it seems like this is on, you know, like a couple of day time frame, so I really don't think the levels would be respected too well. And as you can see, we really haven't stopped and taken a gander at any of those levels as we broke down. So I'd really keep my eye on this level here. If we do break below $5.50, then in my opinion we could come all the way back down to the lows at $1.50, which is not that big of a drop. I mean, in terms of percent, yeah, it's a 77% drop, but if Bitcoin's about to enter a bear market, if Bitcoin's about to capitulate lower than 29,000, I'm telling you, your altcoins are going to get decimated, and this 27% is going to be nothing. So, like I said, I've been talking about this on my Discord, I've been talking about this on my Twitter, I've been saying my trading plan right now is simply to buy Bitcoin and hodl. I'm sticking on the sidelines. I'm not trading altcoins, or I've had one or two trades on my altcoins recently, but 99% of my plan is to stick out of altcoins and simply to buy Bitcoin, because, you know, like we said, altcoin holders are going to get slaughtered in this environment, and this is exactly what we saw in NEAR today. NEAR is down 27%. While Bitcoin is down 3%. Can you imagine what happens if Bitcoin capitulates another 10-20%? NEAR is going to get slaughtered. There is going to be a bloodfest. I do think that bloodfest is coming. I really do not enjoy, you know, being bearish and saying, or I do enjoy saying it how it is. This is really the main goal of my channel, to, you know, not blow hot smoke up your ass and make you feel good about your investments and your trades. I'm not here to moonboy and be like, oh my god, you know, we bounced from the 786 Fibonacci, now NEAR is going to go to $100. Like, I'm looking at this objectively, and I don't see a bottom in sight. I'm seeing us dropping, and the bearish volume is becoming more and more exponential as the bears just recently took a breather. Now they're coming back in. We've got a red green red formation breaking below all of your trend lines. Keep your eyes on $6.46. If we break below there, then we'll be coming down to the more important level, which is $5.50. If we capitulate below 550, we're coming down to 150 in my opinion. That's all I've got. Best of luck for near. I will be keeping you updated on these. Hope you enjoy the analysis. Hope you found some value in it. Like I said, I'm not here to moon boy. I'm not here to shill, to try and make things look bullish when they're not bullish. If they look bearish, then I'm gonna have to call it as it is, and we do look bearish. Believe me, I'm a crypto YouTuber. I want more than anyone for the markets to be breaking back bullish. So that means that my views would go up. That means that I'd be able to make more enjoyable content. I find it more enjoyable looking at a bullish chart, and we can talk about these bullish price targets. But right now we're at a very boring phase where, in my opinion, if you're doing anything other than buying Bitcoin and sticking in cash, then you're going to get slaughtered. And that's what we're seeing today. Best of luck. I hope you're not too heavily leveraged into altcoins in this market. That's all I've got for you today. Cowboy out. Peace.